look at that. Bent wire. How very useful. I do not know if it's possible to die in this game. I don't think so. 13th of April, 1502. There is something poetic about rotating scythes. The idea of using them, military, may seem cruel, but it's perfectly fascinating. Leonardo is said to have been inspired by the war machines of the Roman Empire and their designs. With the strength of ancient Romans, I could easily conquer all of Italy, but I could only work with what I have. And a firearm Leonardo sent me, that is art. It's not much use in real combat yet, but with a little effort and minor adjustments to the gunpowder recipe, it can become my enemy's worst nightmare. One man, a single weapon, and a dozen of dead in just a few moments of a battle. But what matters is what the master still hasn't sent me. I know he's still working on the gate, but he's avoiding completing it. Maybe it's time to change my approach. Perhaps he could be persuaded to be more diligent if I give him the post of chief militarist, architect, and engineer. I finally discovered where Borgia has hidden Leonardo's glove in a room above the alchemy lab. Unfortunately, he's locked it tight. There it is. There is the glove that we used in the first game. You can even remember. It's a matching puzzle. All the symbols are on the other side, aren't they? What? Oh, I see. He wants me to find this one first. Snails here. I thought for sure it was gonna reset. I just realized I have no idea where the snails on the other side. I know where this guy is. There we go. We got the key in resin. I found the key to the chest right next to it, but it is sealed in resin. I have to find a way to get it out of there. Luckily, I have a lab at my disposal. There we go. There, now we have a giant lab to use to hopefully... Is this thing going to trigger every time I walk past? No. Okay. I don't know how it's reset. So this would be my first thing I would assume to use it on, but I guess not. No, spherical in shape. Try using this. Nope. I guess this here, the furnace. Now my guy literally taking notes every 2 seconds I do something. Like, my dude, give me a second to... I have decided to put the key in an ornate furnace in the lab. I don't think the resin will be able to endure the heat. I'll have to find some suitable fuel, though. So now we have a metal part. Wow, very descriptive. And then bent wire. Only the finest metal parts. Bent wire. Oh, bent wire, apparently. Good enough key. Probably could have just used your fingers for that, but you know, that's right, whatever. Some coal. A switch. And then some apparatus looking thing. Sorry, it's impure charcoal. Alright, let's grind it up, I suppose. Never mind, we will not be doing that. Let's throw it in this orb thing. Yeah, I didn't think it would go in there. A switch, huh? That switch, I know I saw where I needed a switch. But I do not remember where. Also, what is this thing? Ah, that'd be where this thing goes. Alright, sure. I can go back in here. I know there was something in here that needed a switch, but I think it was just... Oh, it is this. Here, I knew I saw it somewhere. There we go. Okay, so now we gotta pump this thing again. flip the little switch. So just pop it again. Yep, there we go. Take that. We got a flask of gunpowder. And of course, just like with everything that I've collected so far in this entire room, my guy is compelled to draw a detailed picture and write about it. So you obtain a sample gunpowder from a weapon. Yep, using lab equipment, I can figure out how to use it. Does this flask go here? Ah, it does. Okay. We put it in a different flask. Woo! Guess we're not going in there anymore. Now, does this thing go in here? Here we go. Centrifuge, yeah, let's go. Alright, cool, we're figuring it out. Oh, I thought I would put the whole thing together, you know? Just like that. It's a filter, apparently. It's able to separate the components. Okay. So what? 4052. That's cool. I don't have any place to put a code in though. Oh. Alright. Give me that. An iron weight, huh? Anything else I could do with this thing? Turns out yes, but put some powder in. There we go, there we go, there we go. Yay, it's no longer impure. Hell yeah. So we got a weight. This thing also has the weight symbol on it, but it's huge, so not sure where it's expecting me to put it. Who would have thought? Right on top. I wouldn't have. Give me that. 534. Cool. Rotary switch. I know where that goes. Right here. So 534, huh? I have no idea. Oh, it closed it. I don't know how, but it closed it. My father is dead, and it wasn't a disease, as they say. It was a clear attempt on our lives. In his case, unfortunately successful. Without the Pope's help, my own power is dissipating. The only way forward is through the gate. I tried to keep my priorities straight, but I was a fool. I was lured by the promises of some person. He was supposed to leave me in charge of the Papal army and the Order, but right after I helped him win, he double-crossed me. Looking back, it was so obvious. He is the one who had me and my father poisoned. I swear one day he shall fall by my hand. Every time I feel desperate, my mind goes back to that map. It confronts me to revisit the victories I won as commander of the combined Papal and French armies. Perhaps when I finally gain control of that gate, I can finish my work. There will be even more cities on my map, and the name of the Borgia forever recorded in history. Cool. 534. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I thought maybe I had to pass it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, Oh, wait, maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was overcomplicating it. I was like, oh, it's probably like a normal combination lock, right? Where you gotta go this way, and then you gotta go back, and then you gotta go back again. Nope, it's actually much easier. Wow. This is one of those fake ad puzzles you see. I just messed up immediately. Ah! He's dead. I love that though. I love that. That's cool. I like that. Oh, I thought for sure the spider was gonna go. Keep going. Okay. There we go. I love this. This is so cool. This is so unique. I love it a lot. Is the chest gonna crush him? Oh. I thought for sure it did. I was like, whoops. That was so cool. That was very, very cool. I'm really impressed with that. That was really nice. Okay, we got a powder flask, which is that weird shaped nozzle thing. But we can't put it in there yet because we don't have any powder in there. So we gotta put it in here. So I thought we'd put it in here to fill it up. But guess I'm wrong. Let's say it feels like it'd go in here somewhere. Okay. Give me this. I'll take whatever the hell this is. Sulfur crystal and a small hook. Okay. Not too shabby. And of course, number 3. It is my great pleasure to banish you from the Vatican. You, or the men paid with your money, while you still have some left, are no longer welcome. The Papal Guard has strict orders to deal with you. As for the foreman membership in a certain order, I will offer you a friendly warning. Efforts to misuse the information you learned as a member would be unpleasant, perhaps even stressful. Given your state of health, I would advise against further involvement in the matters. After all, a lifestyle of stress and sin cost your father his life. It would be regrettable if you followed him in the depths of hell so soon. Pope Julius II, formerly known as this guy. 3rd of November, 1503, Vatican City. P.S. If you care to know my recommendation, forget everything you've been through in the last 10 years, become a monk, find some peace. PPPS. It is impossible to hide from the sight of God himself. Wow! Pope here putting out some serious threats. Okay. Not much we can do with that right now. Then we got some kind of hook. And then we got some kind of weird thing. I didn't think the hook would go in there, but it didn't hurt to try. And then we get some more stuff for us to use. In the meantime, though, with this sulfur crystal, we could probably grind it here. Look at that. Beautiful. We have this thing. It's probably where the small hook goes. Look at that. Now let's grab the weight. We don't need it over here anymore. Yoink! You're coming with me. Yeah, you are. We're gonna put you right on that hook. No one's gonna take you down. Yoink. We got a small thing, a metal symbol. And we're going to need this scale to measure out our powder proportions, as you can see here. So here is the proportions for the gun, but we're curious about this guy. About to say there's literally nowhere else for you to go. Sulfur crystal and a strange key. I wonder where that goes. But first, we got some sulfur crystal to bash into powder. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Saltpeter. Put the key in here. And then I put some powder in. I was able to obtain a sample of gunpowder from the weapon that was blocking the entrance to Borgi's hideout. Using the lab equipment, I am sure I could figure out what it's made of and how to modify it to light the boiler. So it's a 3:1:5 ratio. With whatever this is equals 15. Did I just rewrite this down? Yes, I did. I just didn't trigger it. So, obviously, it's sulfur, charcoal, and then saltpeter. The only problem is I don't know the proportion size at all. Now, we have here the proportion size of 60, 75, and 30. If I look down here, which I can't see, we'll just pull it up here. So 60, 75, and 30 to make the thing from the gun, which is what this sample is. So we have 4 of this, 5 of this, and 2 of this. So we have, the plus symbol was what? Sulfur. Then we got the sideways stripe and then the eye. Sideways stripe is carbide, carbone. And then the straight line is nitrate. So clearly, the carbon is 75. Carbon, it's just carbon. The 60 is the nitrate. And then the 30 is, or not the nitrate, sulfur is 60, not the nitrate. And then the nitrate is 30. So if that information, we know it has to be 75 of nitrate. And then 15 of carbon. It's just carbon. And then 45 of sulfur. So 452. So we need 3 of sulfur, 1 of carbon, and then 5 parts of nitrate. So 3 of sulfur. Why did he pour the whole thing in? I do not know. What is this doing? All right. Need 1 of the carbon. Hope I'm right about this, and I'm gonna be look real stupid. And then 5 of the saltpeter. And that should be everything I need. Now to go to the scales of truth, and let's see if I did it right. Oh, so far so good. That's a good sign. There we go. We figured it out. Oh, that big brain power. Hell yeah, let's go. All right. Now, let's go ahead and light this furnace. Man. Is your engineering degree? Sure am. What an unnecessary, complicated device to, you know, put the powder down here and ignite it. But hey, I mean, if it works, it works. Take that key that's probably excruciatingly hot. But I don't care, I got a glove to wear. Alright. Ready to get caught here? What did I say? What did I say? I was right.
Trap has sprung, Giacomo. Does the situation remind you of something? I guess it's fate that the betters should have power over the rest. And what about those two nannies of yours? Happily drinking in safety while they sent you into the lion's den. In your place, I would be upset. But I am not interested in your feelings. Just listen to me and then do as you are told. It's in your own interest.
I don't know if I could turn him up because he's unfathomably quiet.
Heard you already met the Viper's Tangle, calling themselves a lofty Ordo Justitialis. That's good. What you don't know is that they are currently led by the Pope. He is the puppet master. He would be the one profiting if they got their hands on a working time machine. And I have very personal reasons to hate Pope Julius II. I had everything. I was the most powerful man in all Italy. But fortune is a fickle mistress. O fortuna variabilis. Julius II
Jesus Christ, man. The game's audio, just max it out.
had his predecessor, and my father, Alexander VI, killed. He usurped the chair of St. Peter and misused the power of his station to take everything from me. My position in the order, my prestige and reputation, and even my domain. And thus, I bet everything on one last gambit. To obtain the time machine and reverse my destiny.
But it's clearly what didn't happen. Cry me a river.
I'll give you the glove you seek. I want something in return. I know you are too much of a coward to kill the Pope. Besides, I wouldn't let anyone take the pleasure from me. But I have another use for you, Giacomo. When my father was still alive, he appointed me to the Ordo Justitialis to find out more about the broken time machine and search for someone who could make it work again. It was then that we came to that Leonardo da Vinci of yours. And during this time, I learned something very interesting. Generation after generation of Grandmasters inherited this amulet. When the Order fell to the Pope's might, the Pope took it, and in time, he granted it to his successors, along with the power over the Ordo Justitialis. It's only a piece of metal, but it is a very powerful symbol, a symbol of supremacy over the Order, and I want it. And that means you, Giacomo, will get it for me. I don't care how you do it. But as I am an eternally gracious man, I'll give you a hint. In the Pope's study is a secret passage which will lead you directly to the amulet. Make one of your nannies help you. The monk was always in the Pope's good graces. He might finally be useful and maybe could even atone for getting you into this mess, don't you think? But that's your problem. As well as getting out of this cage. And don't forget, the amulet for the glove, piece for a piece. When you get it, I'll let you know where we will meet again. This is a token of my goodwill. We will see each other soon. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Giacomo.
Okay. Okay, sure, whatever. Oh no, Evil Dude lost his power. Oh no. Now he wants it back. I should have known. Second nature is best to go. Let's see. He stayed one step ahead. He knew exactly what I was looking for. He knew about me. Yeah. He leaked information about his hiding place to lure us to Rome. God knows how long he's been watching me, mocking me, waiting for me to spring this magnificent trap. It's hard to say how much I could trust what he told me, but in his case, I think it was his best interest to provide sufficient insight into the situation. Most shockingly was the detail that the Pope was the one controlling the Ordo, and I'm just going to call it the I Ordo from now on. Borgia didn't mention how it happened, and I wasn't in a position to ask questions. Another important piece of the puzzle is the obvious hatred Borgia feels for the current Pope. According to his words, the Pope was behind his decline and the death of his father. It is true that word of a sudden death of, insert guy's name here, echoed around Italy, and it was rumored that it may not have been entirely natural. But the most important thing I came to light from Borgia's monologue was the fact that he was willing to trade Leonardo's glove. He wants me to break into the Pope's chambers and steal the amulet that symbolizes his power over the Eye Order. It's a mere trinket, but has high symbol value. I don't know whether to believe that, but given the situation, I have no choice but to accept the exchange for now. Well, I mean, he's not here to force the exchange, and that's it. That's all my pages for this particular chapter. Did I pick up my thing on the ground? I did not. I just looked at it. It's a puzzle box! Oh, that's the poison. I think I needed some sort of... Oh, never mind. Just me and my little puzzle box. Here we go. Green over here. Nope. Found it. And then we got white over yonder. And red here. Yay! Oh! Holding a special key. Which I'm assuming goes in here. I don't know why I felt compelled to make a little puzzle box